I hear many questions. Do I think things are okay now, or things getting better? Well, if it's okay, if you call it okay not to see oil on the surface, I guess things are getting better, because there's not a lot of oil on the surface right now. We do believe there's still a good bit of oil on the subsurface. How much? Don't really know. But pieces of evidence are being revealed that there is oil still out there, of course, and oil is at least on the seafloor as well. In the lab, we've learned a lot already. We knew back then, early last summer, that we had almost no information on dispersants, and I mean none. And so we know a lot more about dispersants now. And so in the laboratory, we've been working with crabs, fish, and so on, avian embryos, because the oil, when carried to the nest by a brooding bird, the embryos are very susceptible to oil. And so we've done a lot of work with that as well. And so a variety of these studies are underway, with both using dispersant and dispersed oil and the oil itself. And we're starting to get a lot better profile of the toxicology of the oil. So it's still kind of an unfolding question scientifically. I am particularly interested with this summer because we hypothesized there's still oil in deeper water. Now, that oil on the seafloor that may be interacting with a hurricane could come to the surface and could be brought ashore. That's just a theory, but it dictates the need to continue to monitor, particularly with tropical events, because we know that tropical events, in the case of a hurricane, can bring what's on the bottom up to the surface, shove it ashore. So what would that mean to breeding rookeries of brown pelicans? Probably not good news for them. I think in some cases we got lucky this past year. We had minimal hurricane activity or tropical storm activity. And we had just a little, and look what it did last year, what problems it created, and it shoved the oil deeper and deeper into the intertidal marshes in Louisiana. And of course, that affects the marsh grasses, that affects then erosion, and so on. So as you keep looking at all of these scenarios, I think we're a long way away from declaring everything's okay. We're a year out. We're not seeing oil come ashore like we were. We're not seeing oil on the surface, but that doesn't mean that the impacts are not still occurring. And the full manifestation of those impacts, I don't think, will be fully revealed until the summer of 2020.